This is breaking news from Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
The threat is now over. After an intense two-day manhunt, suspected mass killer Robert Card is dead. Police found his body at a recycling center, dead by an apparent self-inflicted gunshot to the head. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon is live in Lisbon, Maine with breaking details. And Sonia, first of all, it's got to be a real sense of relief for the community tonight that the shooter is no longer out there.
Absolutely a sense of relief, but there is certainly no sense of joy. The man suspected, believed to have inflicted so much pain on this community, on this state, was found tonight dead of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The body of Robert Card, sources tell us, was found at or near the Lisbon recycling center where he had worked, and we have new video of that location tonight. It is very close to that boat launch where his car was found Wednesday night. That area was a major focus of the search today, with divers in the water. We saw federal agents there helping local authorities, even the NYPD assisting. Tonight, officials here in Lewiston didn't discuss the exact location, only that it was in Lisbon Falls near the Androscoggin River. We knew that Card had a boat and a lot of knowledge of the area, the woods, the river. He also knew a lot about firearms with his military history. Lewiston and surrounding communities were in a shelter-in-place order for about 48 hours. Life was put on pause, and there was real fear that this person who was troubled and murdered 18 innocent people was still out there. Maine's governor tonight was the first to make the announcement here at Lewiston City Hall, saying his body was found at around 7:30 this evening, and she personally called President Joe Biden to let him know.
I'm breathing a sigh of relief tonight, knowing that Robert Card is no longer a threat to anyone. I know there are some people, and many people, who share that sentiment, but I also know that his death may not bring solace to many.
These next steps are going to gives us an opportunity to do things as fast as we can, in the sense that we want to provide closure and information, but also slow things down a little bit, because we need to look at video evidence. We need to look at the various pieces of technology that are in play here, in hopes that that gives us some additional information around some of the things that you're going to be concerned about.
And now the focus does turn to the healing here in Lewiston, mourning the victims, doing that publicly with vigils without worrying about an armed and dangerous predator out there. People have been locking their doors and vehicles in a place with historically so little violent crime, and a shelter-in-place order that had been in effect was lifted late today, and so life can resume here normally. More details about the circumstances surrounding Card's death, including how long authorities suspect he had been dead, expected at a news conference tomorrow morning.